What's up guys, it's James here. Welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be probably just like all in one take. I'm not going to edit or add an intro or anything because I'm kind of busy and I have to make this quick. But I got a new iPad finally. Right here, my iPad 6 Gen. My friend Thomas got me this as an early birthday present. And I just want to kind of show all of my old daily driver iPads. So we'll just kind of get started. So we'll move these out of the way. So first off, my iPad 2 16 gigabyte. This is an iPad 2 Wi-Fi. I got this back in 7th grade on the last day of school from the librarian from the school I went to, and it still works. This isn't the original digitizer. I have replaced this. I replaced it back in 2022, and that's when it started having issues a couple months later because it's a cheap aftermarket one, and I don't think I did something right. I did crack it. It started down here, and it got worse. The touch down here just is dead. Luckily, I can still enter my passcode, get it unlocked. It's been jailbroken several times. It's been reset a few times. I used to use this all the time. Back in 2020, before I had my iPhone 5, I used to use Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, everything on here. Even TikTok. TikTok still worked on this. It runs iOS 9, like usual. It's an A5 device on iOS 9. Not as bad as the iPad 3, which the iPad 2 has half a gigabyte of RAM. The 3 has a full gigabyte, but the 3 is just a 2 with a Retina screen, double the RAM, but sucks at everything. I mean, it also had Siri and AirDrop. Actually, I don't know about the AirDrop, but I know it had Siri. I don't know why the 2 didn't get it. The 2's perfectly... The 2 would have been better off with Siri than the 3. But, yeah, 30-pin connector. This was the second generation iPad. Look at how thin that is. Compared to the original from the year prior. Mine actually is able to be downgraded to iOS 6.1.3 untethered. I mean, all A5 devices, I think, can do 8.4.1. And I'm pretty sure all the A6 devices can, too. Just only certain A5 devices can do 6.1.3. And since this is a 2.1, like with Apple's product identifier, they put like iPhone and they put like a number of like a random number. So like, for example, the iPhone 4 CDMA would be an iPhone 3.3. I don't know how that makes sense because apparently I think the iPhone 3G was iPhone 1.2. That was its model identifier or something because it was very similar to the 2G, but it had 3G, and I think it was, I don't know. I don't know how Apple's build identifiers work, but this is the 2.1, which is the Wi-Fi 2011 model, the original release one, and then 2.2 and 2.3 were the Wi-Fi plus cellular from 2011. 2.4 is the re-released 16 gigabyte only Wi-Fi only iPad 2, which has the same model number as the 2.1 A1395, which I have an iPad 2 box, but mine actually goes to this box actually goes to the 2.4, which is from 2012. And then also to confirm that's that one is because this has the iOS 6 wallpaper on it. Because the iPad 3 came out in early 2012 to replace the 2. Because Apple really wanted to get the Retina screen on the iPad as fast as possible. So honestly, that was a mistake. They should not have released the 3 for only a couple months. Because it came out in early 2012. And then later that year, when like the iPad 4 launched, which was it had the A6, same design, but with a lightning connector. They just immediately killed off the 3. And people were not too happy about that Apple released 2 new generations in 1 year. And then the iPad 2 came back out on the market. They're just like, here, buy this thing. I mean, these things did pretty good on software updates. iOS 9, I mean, it's actually not bad. I used this on iOS 9. Not bad. Not bad as most A5 devices, apparently. Yeah, and then last year, 2023, somewhere in like the spring, I got this. First gen iPad mini, 16 gigabyte, silver, Wi-Fi only, on iOS 9. This digitizer on here came off of my Mini 2, which we'll get to my Mini 2. My Mini 2 is going to be taking a look at. But anyway, I swapped their digitizers because the one on the Mini 2 had a sunken in home button, and the touch started going out on it, so I swapped them because they're compatible. Technically, the Mini 3 digitizers work too, but the home button, I don't want to try to remove it. Yeah, this one I only used for, like, I think 2 months, and then my friend Aiden gave me this one, which is the Mini 2. This one's a Wi-Fi plus cellular, 16 gigabyte. I've jailbroken it, and since it's on iOS 12, I don't have to worry about needing storage for updates. My iPad 6 Gen is a different case because it runs 17. But yeah, this thing, works pretty good. My only complaints are no Hulu. PlayStation Roleplay won't even let me log in. And YouTube loves to crash, but that's normal on iOS 12. I've noticed that because I had it on an iPhone 5S and iPhone 6. It likes to say a serious error has occurred, log me out, remove my settings, so I can't even have dark mode enabled without it randomly just saying, oh, a serious error has occurred. But it does also have some jailbreak tweaks to make it feel newer. Boom. Also with the iPad mini 1, it has AirDrop, it has Siri. So it's actually pretty decent. But yeah, came with this case because I actually gave it back to my friend Aiden right around Christmas because he needed it back. And then I actually got it from my friend Jacob, but that's how I got it back because they traded something across for it, and then I traded Jacob some stuff for this. And now, you know, I have the Mini 2, and then not too long after, which this was just like recently. I think I've only had this for about a week. My friend Thomas got me this. It's a 32 gigabyte iPad 6th gen. This is a 2018 model. So my friend Johan has a 5th gen. Looks exactly the same as the 6th gen, except the 5th gen's a year older. Which it's funny. The 4th gen was released in 2012, and then the 5th gen was 2017. It's like a long gap, like 5-year difference. But the 6th gen and the 5th gen are very different when it comes to capabilities. Like, I mean, the 5th gen can run iPadOS 16 as its latest, which isn't that old yet. And then the 6th gen still runs 17. It only has 2 gigabytes of RAM. I learned that, and I was thinking, how is that even possible? My iPhone 11 has 4, and I'm pretty sure my 10R had 3. But yeah, this thing also has Apple Pencil support with the 1st gen. The 5th gen doesn't have that support. It is also, funny part is, I actually was having to reset someone's iPad Air 2, which is from 2014. It's thinner than the 6th gen regular iPad. But yeah, you get the microphone placements in the same spot as on the Mini 2. I may get this thing a case like the one I have on the Mini 2. It works with Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. This thing only works Bluetooth keyboard. All of these only work with Bluetooth keyboard. But yeah, this thing is pretty nice. This is the last 9.7-inch iPad ever, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, look at that, 9.7-inch versus this one. No Retina, Retina. Touch ID, no Touch ID. Thick bezels, thinner bezels. And it has a camera. But yeah, this iPad is doing me good. I've actually been using it for schoolwork sometimes too. And since it runs the latest iOS, well, iPadOS, I could actually sync my AirPods with it perfectly. And I can watch Hulu on here. I can use PlayStation Remote Play. But yeah, that's about it. You know, I just want to show it off. I may do some videos with it. You know. Yeah, that's about it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.